That's Curtis & Son Funeral Home, your Dignity Memorial Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, along with Earlene's Flowers, presents a look at obituaries this morning. Funeral service for Joyce Ann Hudgens, age 77, will be Thursday, March 31st, 4 o'clock at Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel, with the Reverend David Houston officiating. Miss Hudgens died March 27th at UAB in Birmingham. Visitation Thursday from 2 until 4 at the Childersburg Chapel. Online condolences at curtisondsonfunerals.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel, directing the funeral service for Joyce Ann Hudgens. Memorial service for Ernest Guy Banks, age 71, of Sylacauga, will be today at 3 o'clock at Curtis & Son North. I'll officiate that service. Online condolences at curtisondsonfh.com. Mr. Banks died March 24th in Adiana. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Funeral service for Mr. John Robert Browning, age 79, of Kelladon, will be Wednesday, March 30th at 3 o'clock from the Chapel of Radley Funeral Home. Brother Kenneth Garner officiating. Burial in the Hillview Memorial Park. The family receiving friends Wednesday, 1:30 to 2:30 at the funeral home. Mr. Browning died March 26 at Russell Medical Center. He attended the Campground United Methodist Church. The family will accept flowers or memorial contribution can be made to the American Diabetes Association, 3918 Montclair Road in Birmingham. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home, directing. Mr. Walter Gerald Gann, age 75, died March 24th at Huntsville Hospital. Visitation will be today from 2 until 4 o'clock at Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel. A graveside service in the Evergreen Cemetery at 4. The Reverend Richard Browning officiating. There will be a funeral service at Bethlehem Baptist Church in Lacey Spring, Alabama on Friday, April the 1st at 2 p.m. Mr. Gann was a graduate of Sylacauga High School and worked with his brother John at a construction company. He was a member of the Bethlehem Baptist Church in Lacey Springs. Online condolences at curtisondsonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Michael Wilson, age 23, died March 26, and funeral arrangements to be announced later by Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary. Funeral service for Roy Edward Thompson Sr., age 61, will be Wednesday at 1 o'clock from Midway Memory Gardens Funeral Home Chapel. Reverend Harvey Boland Sr. officiating. Burial in the Midway Memory Gardens Cemetery. Mr. Thompson died March 24th in Anniston. The family receiving friends tonight, 6 until 8 at the funeral home. Midway Memory Gardens Funeral Home, directing. Minister Neil Gilbert Goss of Alexander City. A graveside service for him will be Thursday, March 31st, 2 o'clock at Rock Springs Baptist Church Cemetery. The Reverend Scott Jordan officiating. The family receiving friends Wednesday, 5 until 7 o'clock at the Chapel of Radley Funeral Home. Brother Goss died Sunday, March 27th. He served as a chaplain for Birmingham and the Jefferson County area. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com, and cards of condolence can be sent to P.O. Box 576, Cherokee, Alabama, 35616, Radley Funeral Home, directing the service for Minister Neil Gilbert Goss, and that service will be Wednesday with visitation from 5 until 7 o'clock at Radley Funeral Home. Then the service on Thursday at 2 o'clock from Rock Springs Baptist Church Cemetery. Funeral service for Mr. Kenneth Wade Bullware, age 55, of Alexander City, will be Wednesday at 11 o'clock from the Chapel of Radley Funeral Home. The Reverend Ronnie Bullware, along with the Reverend Larry Cummings and Reverend Wayne Smith officiating. Burial in the Hillview Memorial Park. The family receiving friends tonight, 5 until 7 at the funeral home. Mr. Bullware died Sunday, March 27th at Russell Medical Center. He was a member of the new El Cahatchee Baptist Church. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home in Alexander City in charge of the arrangements. That's a look at obituaries this morning, brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, 256-245-4361, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg, 256-245-4361. That's your Dignity Memorial Funeral Home, Curtis & Son Funeral Home.